What are you doing?
Playing hide and seek.
That's hide and seek? I found you in 2 seconds. Get out of there. If you want to win this game, you got to do a lot better than that. Right? Come on. Get in. Hustle. Now that's the way you play the game.
Go get that donkey. Hey, you're going the wrong way. Come on. We got slaughtered at musical chairs. We've practiced this at home a million times. We are losing. I can't believe I missed Pilates at the best. You're all right.
Hi. This potato sack doesn't look regulation to me.
Excuse me?
Well, it's got a wider base, and that's totally unfair to my kid, right? I want to launch a protest. Well, look, it's 2 inches higher, and look at those hand grips. It's not regulation.
Regulation?
Look, you know what else? I want a urine sample from this kid. He looks a little beefy for a 5-year-old. You're going down, buddy.
Okay, so next, this is another short clip here about college athletics, the life of a college athlete. So our goal is hopefully for all of you to definitely go on to college, and hopefully you can compete in athletics at the college level as well.
The glory of a bowl game, the glamour of the NCAA tournament. 2 things synonymous with college athletics. Being a college athlete is commonly associated with fame and spotlight. But people fail to realize is that NCAA athletes are students, as well as young adults pursuing a college degree.
We do work very, very hard, and not just football. You can come over here and go down that weight room at 6 o'clock every morning of the week. You're going to see a whole lot of athletes in there working. You're going to see them in here at study table in the evening. You're going to see them in the middle of the summer working very, very hard.
When a TV show airs interviews with star athletes, it contributes to our belief that all NCAA sport consists of are games and the public eye.
There's a lot that people don't see when it comes to athletes, right? Obviously, with sports that make television, all they see is the competition part of it. They don't see the restless nights of doing schoolwork and the up and the giving tutors and they don't the strenuous practice and have to still do homework due the next day. They don't see all that, and it's kind of hard to explain that to someone who's not around it or who's not in it.
A student's life is taken over by constant pressure and stress the second they sign their papers to become an NCAA athlete.
There are institutional rules, there's NCAA rules, and there are Big Ten rules.
NCAA athletes must maintain an NCAA required 2.0 GPA, which may not seem like much. But when Christy Wink, an IU swimmer, was asked to describe a typical day, it seemed much harder than it did at first.
For me, getting up about 5:30 in the morning, going to a 2-hour practice at most, going home, getting some breakfast, going to class, depending. There'll be one class to a couple, so that's a couple hours. And most of the time I'll have to grab lunch and eat that between classes and go straight to practice. We're off swim for another 2 hours, and then 3 days a week we also lift for an hour.
College athletes are students too, and they're here to learn life lessons just like any other student.
I think one of the things that we talk so much about is just making good choices. And we have a term around here that we use. When a guy gets in a situation, I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And so we got a sign up here in the room that says be in the right place at the right time. Just making decisions. Now, obviously, if a guy does not, make good choices and gets himself in situations that compromise not only his standing as a student, it will compromise his standing as a student athlete, and we'll have to take disciplinary action.
Only about 1% of college athletes make it to the professional level in their respective sport. That means that graduating college is essential to them. That is why they are surrounded by a team of advisors and tutors. They are also monitored and awarded for their academic achievements.
We have a great academic support staff over at Assembly Hall that work with all student athletes, but we have 3 or 4 that work almost exclusively with our football players, and so they stay online every Monday afternoon. We meet with the entire academic staff and go over our players and their progress and how they're doing. And then if somebody's having a tough time in a class, so we make sure that they have tutors and that they're going to see their tutors.
So, when do they have time to go out? John Goodell of the IU track team has this to say on the matter.
I really go out. My teammates sort of, wish I would go out more often. But,
I go back over 30 years ago and remember being a college athlete myself, and loved it. Do it again in a heartbeat. But I know it was hard, and it wasn't always easy. There were a lot of buddies of mine that they didn't have to do all the things I was doing. There wasn't anybody checking on them, and all of a sudden, as a student athlete, it is true. With recognition comes responsibility. If you want your name on the front page of the paper as being a star athlete, it's going to be on the front page of the paper if you don't do the right thing out in the community, and that goes with it. So there's 2 sides to it. But I do think that it's a great experience. I think it's great lessons for later on in life. There's very, very few we're going to go on to be professional athletes.
Overall, the benefits are vast and great, but not without a price to pay. College athletes live a demanding and time-consuming life. The reward is high for success, but there are tons of opportunities for failure every day.
I don't think there's anything in life that's so worthwhile it's easy. It takes a lot of hard work to be successful in anything, and it takes dedication, it takes discipline, it takes sacrifice, and all those are the kind of things that I think you learn in intercollegiate athletics and will pay off later on in life.
Thank you. Cindy, is she here yet? Cindy Allen? On the back of your agenda, if you flip that over, there's a registration form for a 5K run. ABC, which is our Albany Booster Club, on the 29th of September, is sponsoring that race down at Washington Park, and there's something for everybody. You can walk the 5K, you can run the 5K, and there's a 1K run for young kids. We would love it to see the entire community there supporting this. This is going to be the major fundraiser for ABC for the year, and it benefits all the student athletes in the district. The t-shirts and the money you get at the end of your season to sponsor your team banquet comes from the money we raise at fundraisers like this. So I would ask everybody, please try to get the word out there on it, and it'll be great to see everybody on September 29th down in Washington Park. You just have room assignments, right? Okay. We're going to put the room assignments up on the big screen here. We would ask you at this time, please, to go to that room, accompany your son or daughter with their coach, and the coaches are going to take the team meetings from here. Thank you again, everyone, for coming out tonight. We look forward to